Morning, my fellow family, friends, and colleagues. This is your girl, Dr. Charity, aka the Queen of Divas, and I'm here to give you your weekly encouragement on today. Well, on this beautiful, gorgeous, beaming day, as we can see on the outside, just as you can tell, if you can't, you are missing it. That sun is so bright outside, which is nothing but the symbolism, as I've been telling you, in this last month, in this middle part of this last month of 2024. I've been telling you, when that sun is beaming bright outside, that is nothing but the symbolic, the natural symbolism of the sun above, shining bright and wanting to shine bright on the inside of you, even on today. And on today, it is shining even the more brighter, symbolizing that there's even more greater that He wants to show in you and through you. So, that beaming sun, that light that's coming in, shining so bright, is nothing but symbolism that He is shining bright and wants to shine even brighter through you. So today, I want you to take that with you. Believe it in your heart that this symbolism is blessing. But not only is it a regular blessing, it symbolizes that there's even greater blessing because He's wanting to shine through you even the more. There's even greater. It's going to get better than this. This is only the beginning, which we're going to touch on today. But I want you to know, beginning on today, starting on today, that this is only the beginning. It's not the ending. It may be the ending of something, as we will touch on today, but it's only the beginning of what lies ahead. So let's dive into this. As of today, everybody that is tuning in and lending an ear to me on today and lending an ear to this weekly encouragement, I hope and pray and wish above all that you right now are tapping into it, continuously tapping into it. And even if not, starting even as I speak under the sound of my voice, tapping into it. Because the time is now. There is no time to hold off. For I did tell you and been telling you all through this year. It is here. It is waiting on you. You are not waiting on it. It is here. The countdown is on. The countdown is already beginning. So the question is not whether or not it's available or whether or not I have it. It's whether or not you're ready. So I want you to think about it. Begin on today, and even as you go through this week, ask yourself, am I ready? Did I do everything that I was supposed to do? Am I ready for this? Good question. Well, on today, I want to reach out to everybody. This is not for just one person, a couple of folks. This is for everybody. Because at times, when we get down to a time like this, when we're ending one year and going and crossing over to another year, a lot of times the question, you got New Year's resolutions and new goals coming up and everybody trying to get a blueprint. Well, today I want to reach out and encourage. I want to motivate somebody as they're setting up these New Year's resolutions and goals. I want to use my own testimony on today to help you, everybody that's tuning in, to encourage them in knowing that there's nothing wrong with changing. There's nothing wrong with taking things a different route outside of the normal. Sounds interesting? Let's come on in. Just lend me your ear for a couple of minutes. I'm talking to you. Anybody out there that's tuning in today may feel like that I've tried it. I did think about going a different route, But I've always tried it this way, and this way might not have been gave me the best outcome, but then again, it's been the easiest and the most maintainable by me. Anybody feel like that? Anybody feel like, well, it shouldn't take all that for me to get what I mean? I was doing good with what I was doing. It shouldn't take all that to get what I'm trying to get. Anybody feel like that today? I'm talking to you. I'm glad I'm talking to you. Just let me your ear real quick and receive the encouragement and the motivation that allows you to know that change is not as scary and fearful as you think. Let's dive in. So if I had to give this weekly encouragement a title, it would be simple. Don't fear the change. Make room for the change. Let that resonate. I'm going to say it again for you. Don't fear a change. Make room for the change. Somebody out there today may be saying, well, Dr. Charity, okay, I'm sorry, but I don't like to change around. I don't like to change my lifestyle and be changing everything in my life like that. I'm not too good with change. I don't even see why it's worth anything. Okay, you're exactly who I'm talking to. Well, Dr. Charity, what change are you talking about? I don't think I need to change anything. My life has been great up until now. I just want a little, something a little added to. I wasn't looking for nothing big. I was just looking for a little something added to my life to make it just a little bit more better. I didn't think it took all that. You're exactly who I'm talking to on today. Let me hear real quick. A lot of times, just like I told you about in my personal life, this whole year has been a transition. Because I did ask for something back in 2023 and I was already warned that if I wanted to receive and see higher heights and deeper depths, if I wanted to see how much more further I can go up that mountain, how much higher I could go and succeed, I was told that I was going to have to come out the comfort zone. And what happened and got me to the first apex is not going to ride with the next apex. So I was told that chapter was going to have to be shut. Everything that worked then is not going to work this time. So you're going to have to cut it off or let it fall off. Something going to have to go or you ain't going to be able to see what's on the other side. And sure enough, this whole year has been like getting beat down every time. One punch after another. Things just happening. People dropping like flies. I ain't talking about somebody 70, like a grandma or a great aunt, 70 and 80 and 90 years old just passing because of life. I'm talking about people that went to school with you. People young as you, a little bit older, but I ain't talking about people in their 20s, 30s, and 40s just dropping like flies. Best friends, cousins, family, just dropping like flies, left and right, 1 month after another, just one after another, just going. Just sadness everywhere. And then if it ain't losing somebody, it was always something else that just brought me down to a place. But then I was reminded as the end of the year came, I was reminded of what was told to me last year. You weren't going to be able to cross into the next chapter doing what happened in the previous chapter. Which means God gonna allow and life gonna allow, if you refuse to let it go and let the change take place, then God gonna make sure, and life gonna make sure, however you believe it, gonna make sure, oh, well, in that case, I'll force it. I'll force it out of you. I'll force you to do what you need to do. I'll force it, I'll remove it when you ain't got no access to it. But today I want to encourage those who are listening. I want to motivate you to let you know, don't be scared of the change. The change is mandatory. It's necessary because there is greater on the other side. It's just the fact of the matter that you can't do what you did, as I told in my own personal testimony. You can't do what you did previously in this next chapter. So even as you count down to the new year, I need you to keep that in mind. That what's to come through this year, you've been through so much because it was nothing but preparation and transition for what's on the other side. And what's on the other side may not be able to tolerate the same friends, the same location, the same career, the same habits. You might have to cut the smoking, the drinking, the cursing. You might have to adapt and adjust to a new greater lifestyle because you got to remember this. When you want a greater life, you got to have a greater lifestyle. You can't do the same thing previously in the new life. And that could be as easy as somebody getting married. Well, you can't do what you did as a single woman, as a married woman. It won't fly. It could be as simple as somebody wanting a child. You can't do what you would do when you were taking care of God's children as the same as you would do being a mama of your own children. It don't work. I'm accustomed to that. It don't work. You can't do what you did in high school to graduate and be successful as a college student. That ain't gonna work. I'm a testimony, a living testimony of that. So today I'm encouraging and motivating everybody who's tuning in. Do not feel the change because it's making room. Do not feel any change or unchange because it's making room for the change that you so heartily deep down inside desire, that you feel like you deserve. Well, I'm telling you, it's been waiting on you, but you've got to let the change in your life take place. Change and let it change. Let the lifestyle change because it's making room for the change, the permanent change in your life, which is the best, for the best is yet to come. It's yours. But you've got to allow a change to come, a wonderful change to come in and make you a better version of yourself. Because when you become a better version of yourself, then you have greater awaiting for you. And your life will be nothing but greater. So today, I'm telling you, do not fear a change. Too many times we fear it without realizing that a change is what makes room for the change. That very thing that you've been praying and hoping and wishing for is right there, but it needs your participation in changing who you are so you live like what you're about to experience. I'll leave you with this last token for those who may not be as spiritual. The lovely R&B artist India Arie said it nicely in There's Hope. Are you a popper or a superstar? So you act, so you feel, so you are. Well, what does that mean? That means, are you a party pooper? Or are you a superstar? You gonna come in and drain off folks? Or you the one that comes in and celebrates and raises and does what she need to do? Because however you are, so you act, so you feel, so you are. If you act like that I'm already the wife, you're going to start and begin to feel like I'm the wife. And that's exactly what you're going to turn into, the wife. If you act like the mother, then you're going to feel like a mama. And therefore, you're going to turn into a mama. You act like the millionaire, you're going to feel like the millionaire, and you're going to live like a millionaire. And the opportunities are just going to run down and overtake you. So today I'm telling you, however you act, it is going to, when you act and feel it, it's going to come. It takes a change in your lifestyle. And today, under the sound of my voice, is when you embrace that change. So today I want everybody that is experiencing a change and wondering, what do? I don't know if I'm comfortable doing this. I want you to drop the fear and embrace the change, because a change happening in your life right now is nothing but symbolism that the change that you desire is right here, right now. So, beginning on today, embrace it. A change is necessary so you can be the best at what you are desiring. So you can be the best. Because the best is waiting on you. Well, that is all I have for you on today. But tune in next week for another weekly encouragement. Please, all who are listening, please subscribe to Lady Superwoman. That's at Lady Superwoman 9999 on YouTube for all of your weekly encouragements. And remember, today, beginning on today, to embrace the change. Don't fear the change. Don't fear a change in your life, because the change in your lifestyle is what's preparing you for the change the change in your life. And it's here right now. All it needs for you is to cooperate and change your lifestyle so you can embrace and adapt to your new life, the best life that you've ever experienced in your life. And it's going to happen as soon as you allow a change in your lifestyle. I love all of y'all. I will see y'all next week. Until then, have a great week and know that I love you, but God loves you even the more. I love you. I love you. I love you. See you next week. Bye.